some of the footage I think we've all seen sort of recently is absolutely shocking. I'm really fortunate actually. I mean, we've been sort of scuba diving in some amazing places and actually seen the impact that plastic is having. So I mean, it's truly shocking.
The problem with plastics, most of the plastics that we use in the world around us, there's a carbon-carbon backbone, and those bonds are really, really strong, so it's really, really hard to break. When nature makes polymers, it doesn't make polymers with carbon-carbon backbone, so there aren't things in the natural world to break down those bonds. So essentially, the materials, there are no enzymes, there's no chemistry within nature to break down the bonds, so they just persist. The fact it doesn't break down and the fact that it's not natural, so it's something that organisms are not used to. So our humans and aquatic life deals with foreign objects in quite a negative way. So they, as I said, the plastics, while themselves not toxic, they will persist for a long time and then lead to other potentially difficult side effects. So it is directly related to the fact that they don't break down.
I particularly noticed the supermarkets. You go and buy fresh fruit, everything's in plastic. When they give you sausage roll over the counter, everything's in plastic, and it seems so unnecessary because I guess you wrap it in plastic, you take it home, the first thing you do is take the plastic off.
I look at the papers and study the news and politics, and some of the things I see are absolutely horrific. And I've seen pictures in Malaysia and the East, not to say there's not the problem here, but there it's extreme, and it shows rivers where you can't see any water. It's just maybe 2 feet deep with plastic bottles, etc. And it's happening more and more here.
I think there has to be a huge change, and that's got to be led by sort of global leaders and organisations.
Our solution: tax breaks for companies in return for being more plastic efficient.
Individual lifestyle choices are just a drop in the ocean when compared to the waste produced by large companies such as supermarkets, restaurants and food manufacturers.
That's why we want to work with them instead of against them, by offering financial incentives in exchange for a reduction in plastic waste and investment in green initiatives.
One example would be reverse vending machines, which are currently in use across Germany. People deposit their used plastic bottles into the machine for a small reward. This has been hugely successful because now only between 1 to 3% of all plastic bottles in Germany are not returned or recycled.
Other methods to become eligible for this tax break could be reducing plastic production and usage, organising and funding cleanups, or getting involved in recycling projects.
Furthermore, we've created a petition to pressure the government into implementing our tax break solution, and through our social media campaign, we hope to spread awareness of this global issue.
And if you wish to enjoy the benefits of walking on the beach or relaxing there and really take full benefit, you have to try and contribute and give back.
If sufficient financial incentive is provided, bottles will come back, and then as long as we have the appropriate recycling solution in place for those bottles, then I think it could be very, very effective.
We don't have a plastic problem. It's the disposal that's a problem, and this needs to be tackled at both business and consumer levels.
But if everyone just did something, then the problem would swiftly start to reduce.
I think anything that makes people more responsible, be that companies or consumers, just be more responsible and value the materials they have and think more about the lifetime. And if the way to do that is to get a reward for not discarding them, but making them valuable to people, then I think that's a really good thing. It's a really good idea.
I believe, though, that we're in the infancy of developing biodegradable plastics, and whilst no one is certain where the future lies, there is no doubt that as the technology advances, more environmentally friendly and sustainable packaging will enter the market.
So I think in the main it should be about nudging customers' behaviour, and then society and governments providing the right incentives and taxes to make sure that especially single-use plastics start to become a thing of the past.
Number 1, sign our petition. Holding companies responsible for their plastic output is the fastest way to reducing this country's plastic waste. So by incentivising the process, we can guarantee participation from these companies.
Number 2, follow our social media. Becoming aware of our individual impact and our responsibility to our planet, as well as spreading awareness of our initiatives, is the key to gaining traction and inspiring action.
Number 3, think twice before buying. Consider the consequences of your purchases and avoid unnecessary plastic waste.
The big thing that we want to achieve is sort of fundamentally reduce the amount of plastic that's circulating across global society. All the developed economies have to hold hands together and make a difference.